Hello and welcome to Be Offended with Joe and Tim.
Hello, Joe.
Hello. I thought you were going to say something else for a second. Hi, Tim. You can't say that. No.
What's going on, Joe? What's on your mind today on this beautiful
summer
day?
So
every day is a beautiful day when you're podcasting.
Yes, especially on this show. So we took a little dive into the psyche of you a few times now. And we learned about like your superpowers of certain
Indonesia, if you're listening, I am available to come and find the place that they're making all the pornography.
Yes, or if you need to find a bathroom, while you're driving.
Or if you're listening to this podcast while driving through the northeastern states of the United States and you need to find a bathroom, email us at angryhatemail@gmail.com or DM us on Twitter.
Yep.
At Be Offended Radio on Twitter. And I will direct you to the closest bathroom.
What are we, fucking MapQuest now?
Well, like when Kramer started Movie Phone.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just tell me what movie you want to see?
Okay, this is the beauty of segue. So, speaking of Kramer, I've been watching some Seinfeld.
Not a stand-up special, I hope.
No.
not his last. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I've been watching some Seinfeld because it's actually been a very long. Like you see the clips, on social media here and there and whatnot, and so you're reminded of some of the bits. But I was like, let me watch like one or two episodes, and because we are the Seinfeld of podcasts, we are about nothing. Everything is ridiculous, and I've always thought that
one of us is racist,
and one of us, both of us are racist, just one more than the other.
No,
but it's funny. It's okay. So, I came to the conclusion that looking back on it, Elaine was hot. Like,
you know what? It's funny because. Yeah, like I didn't
think she was hot then, obviously because I was younger.
No, because you were younger and she was an older lady.
Yes.
But then now that you are probably the same age that she was when she's still like, in your 30s and she was in her 30s.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, she's actually hot. Like there was some episodes where she's just wearing like a little dress and she has her hair back so her hair isn't so poofy, and I was like, oh fuck, she's got a good body and she's kind of hot.
Yeah, that's happened to me a lot watching the old shows from the as you're now
as the time goes on,
the age or even older than them, so now you're like now you're like 37 looking at like a 28-year-old and you're like, ooh, look at this young thing. But when you were like 13 watching it, you're like, oh, who's this old lady?
Yes. And so that was that's like funny. One of my things. I was like, oh my God, like this entire time I've missed the hotness of Elaine.
Well, she was so funny. So it's hard to see.
She was one of the only,
it's hard
like,
to have hot and funny.
Yes.
Hot and funny is hard to pull off simultaneously.
Yeah.
If you meet hot funny, you marry hot funny.
Yes, you marry hot funny.
You marry hot funny.
Yes.
Because you know funny and you know hot, but hot funny is
usually it's just the funny. That's all you get.
Or just the hot.
Yes.
But you put up with the hot. You'll put up
with
the
funny. Hot because the sex is great.
You put up the hot, no funny.
Yes.
You definitely enjoy funny, no hot, but they're just friends. Yeah. But then you marry funny
you
plus
marry
hot.
Funny plus
yes.
Hot.
Funny plus hot equals wifed up.
Math by Joe and Tim.
Ooh.
Yeah. No. So yeah, I missed that, and then I was like, I wonder what other shows like have I missed? Like going back and watching, like Step by Step, or
well, you knew the girl on Step by Step was hot.
Yeah, well,
but now you're saying Suzanne Summers? Are you going back to revisit Suzanne Summers?
No, it's just like there's certain things.
I know, it was the nanny.
The nanny.
Fran Drescher, when she first started, was actually pretty hot.
Yeah, it was another Elaine thing. It was like the hair, I think, throws
Fran
you
Drescher,
off.
Yeah, Fran Drescher was good looking when she started that.
She wore like the pencil skirts, that were like just barely covering her ass on the show. And I never saw the sex appeal of it when I was watching it younger. But now that I watch it, I'm like, oh, like, yeah, shut her up with the laugh. But
you couldn't listen to her talking.
Yeah. But damn, she was.
Fran Drescher was actually hot.
Yeah, she was hot.
You didn't know that because you were young.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. So now I'm challenging all of you out there to rewatch your favorite childhood or tween show and find the purposely hot girl that you didn't think was hot then.
So to the Drew Carey show, you look at Mimi again? No. It's not.
No, God, no.
I'm just thinking of what shows I used to watch as a child.
No,
that wasn't one of them?
You know who I think was secretly hot? And I'm going to get reamed for this, but I don't care. From, the Bob Saget one.
Full House.
Full House, yes. On Full House, I thought
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
No, God, no. No, I thought Kimmy Gibbler was secretly hot. She was secretly hot. They uglied her up, but she's hot. Like if you look at the photos of her, like not in the show get up and makeup, she was like hot.
I'm not sure I can join in this one.
Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, that's.
I'm looking. I'm thinking back, and I'm looking. No, I don't.
There's
fine. We have different tastes in women. I think she's closer to my taste in women.
Well, there's like a hot nerdy photo of her somewhere. I'll have to find it and send it to you.
Okay.
And she
enjoy that, Joe.
Yeah. It's like the pocket porn all over again. Anyway, so that was just my thing. I was like, there's a lot of shows out there that are much more entertaining to me now because of the hot girls that I didn't catch when I was younger. So there you go. Elaine's hot.
Okay, good. Yeah. I'm sure she's flattered.
Yes, I'm sure. Elaine, if you're listening, email us. So what goodness do you have?
I mean, I guess it's hard to segue, Joe. I just
you don't need to segue. Have you heard my segues? Just say speaking of, and then say something completely different.
Okay, so there's a crazy ex-girlfriend running around in Germany.
Oh, that's perfect. That was a good segue.
I'll just say it.
Okay,
crazy. So apparently, this woman wanted to make her ex-boyfriend jealous.
Okay,
so she staged an entire wedding to post on TikTok.
Whoa. Like with people or like just invitations? Like did people show up in a crowd?
So she's 24.
Okay.
And she made the video using Gnarls Barkley's Crazy under it.
Okay.
And then she captioned the video, "Yep, I'm crazy."
Okay.
And she hired a groom and she got a wedding dress. And to make him jealous, she rented out a villa. She rounded up her friends to play bridesmaids, and she posted pictures to Instagram and posted a video to TikTok so her ex would see it.
You know what?
So the next day he found out and texted because he was freaked out because he thought that she was cheating on him the whole time because now that they were broken up, she was already getting married. But so she just wanted to make him jealous.
So
so then she blocked and deleted him from her social media in her life. So they broke up, and then he didn't give a shit. So she staged a whole wedding, literally rented a groom, bought a dress, rented a venue, made a video, and made Instagram videos to him to text jealously, and then she blocked him forever.
So it's literally a girl who needed to have the last word. That's what it comes
It's a crazy person.
Well, yeah, obviously it's a crazy person, but
there's nothing okay with that.
No. Hear my side of my take on this. First of all, this harkens to a previous episode that we recently did with John the Baby Maker in What Would You Do for Your Friends? And like the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, wait a second.
Is this fake wedding?
Yeah. It's like, well, okay. Are we paying for the tuxes? Like, are we renting them or are you paying for them? Like, is there like, is the party
It
real?
Sounds like she paid for everything.
Is it? Well, if she's paying for it, then I think she's a great friend. I don't think she's crazy at all.
But are you a great friend by not saying like, what the hell is wrong with
she's
you?
Fucked up in the head.
Like you guys are broken up. you need to move on with your life?
Well, you take that stance. However, what's the difference between this party and gender reveal parties? There is
gender
none.
reveal parties are consensual.
No. No, the baby's not consenting.
There is an actual baby.
The baby doesn't want to. No, the baby could be trans. The baby could be trans. You can't label.
Worst segue.
You can't label.
Are you saying gender reveal parties are what? To make who jealous?
It's just a party. Wedding. It's to make you feel good. It's to make your announcement.
No, but this wasn't to make her feel good. She was making herself feel good by making him feel bad.
Yeah.
So that's not a gender reveal party. Everyone feels bad, but it's not the purpose of the party.
Everybody's just there begrudgingly.
It's just a side effect. Yeah, no one wants to be there, and it totally sucks. But at least
unless they blow something up,
is to make you feel good about yourself. Where the actual purpose was to make just him feel terrible, and she spent a lot of money and a lot of effort, and got third parties involved. So I feel like some of her friends should have been like,
I don't know,
just get back together with him, because if you care that much. That you like, indifference is so much worse than hate. Like you want indifference.
I don't think
if you're that.
I think she wants the last word.
No, she hates. Indifference is you don't care about the last word. When you're over, when it's over with somebody and legitimately over, like you don't ever want to like see them.
Do
again.
we
You're
know
like,
him?
Oh God, like I hope I'm not even in the same town as you. I don't even want to see you.
Can we find him and bring him on the show? Can we get his side of the story? Can we throw him a party?
Well, they're in Germany.
Oh, wait, no.
If he was in Austria, we have our listeners in Austria.
Oh no, I don't have music for the Austrian minutes. So.
I don't know if he speaks English, so I don't know. It seems like a stretch. It seems like a stretch, Joe. I don't know.
Well, odds are he's listening to us because
if he was with
we are top 5 in Austria. So
if he was with her, I'm not sure he's the best judge of character. You know, like there's those people.
You think everybody involved is wrong? You think the friends are wrong for going to a free party with free booze and fun?
No one in this is making. I didn't say party. It just says that they staged the pictures. I'm not sure she hired.
Wait a second. You got to redact all of what you said. You said that they had the wedding and they hired people.
She hired a venue. She had her friends play
come
the roles,
over,
but they didn't have pictures of like the buffet or the open bar. I don't think she had a band. There's no evidence she had a party. She rented the venue, hired an actor, had the dresses, and had bridesmaids. But there's no evidence. So
there's no video. It's only photos.
There is a video on TikTok, but I'm too old for TikTok. So
I am too.
Yeah, so we'll never know.
I'll do some investigating.
If you're young,
yes. If you're young, email me, Joe. No, I don't know. I think it's a great idea. I'm on the opposite end of this. I think if that's what it took for you to finally get over whatever you needed to get over, and you spent it on your own dime, you didn't put anybody else out. You catered to your friends, for
just
whatever
to make someone else feel bad.
I don't think that's here's the thing. We don't know what he did. Maybe he was the asshole. Maybe she just needed a little revenge, and this is an innocent way to get revenge.
Revenge is not healthy, Joe. That's what I'm saying.
No. Revenge is extremely healthy in context of balance.
Wasn't that the Count of Monte Cristo or something?
Yes. You killed my father.
Don't Inigo Montoya or something? The Princess Bride? Didn't literature and movies are filled with people consumed with revenge, and it eventually eats you up, Joe. We should not be advocating revenge.
Are we going to do a Batman quote where either you die the hero or you live long enough to become the villain?
I don't know, Joe.
She's jokering it.
It sounds like, I mean, how's she going to meet another boyfriend? Oh, yeah, like, because the first thing you do is look at someone's social media.
Well, maybe the guy that she rented.
Were you married before?
Oh, it does fuck up her.
I wasn't married before. No, I just did a fake wedding to make my ex-boyfriend jealous. Like, bye.
See you later.
Yeah. I don't think she really, that's what I'm saying. Where's the friend to be like, that sounds really fun, except for this is going to be on the internet. Now there's news stories in every country in the world, and someone's going to Google you and look you up.
Bye, bitch.
And then they're never going to want to date you because you're crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's a valid point, but I still think it's
really hard for her to find a good man.
I still think that it was cathartic for her, And good for her. Girl power.
Yeah. You know what else feels good? Like when you're stuck in traffic and you run over a protester. It's like really in the moment, but then you're like charged with vehicular manslaughter. You do 12 years in jail. You lose your wife. You lose your kids. You lose your job. You lose your retirement fund. You're being sued. You're in bankruptcy. You're sharing a cellmate with a child rapist.
Revenge.
And that second, like, oh my God, I'm so annoyed. There's protesters in traffic. I'm going to drive through them. No, that's Joe. Joe, we should not be encouraging impulsive behavior.
I don't know.
Which has immediate, wonderful feelings associated and long-term consequence. This lady will never be married. Mark my words. She will never be married because everyone will be like, you're that crazy lady who had a wedding to get back into your...
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Are you the guy? You're taking this very personal.
Guten Tag.
Yeah. You went to Germany. I know you did.
Nine.
Yeah, you're taking this way too personally. Okay, well, now that we know who the guy is, I see. See, and you were just getting your revenge back by airing out her dirty laundry on the radio show. I get it. It's okay. Everybody's
twist,
been there.
Joe.
Yes.
Okay, I think we'll be back. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Back after
smoothmyballs.com. We'll be back after our sponsor.
Ooh, yes, we have a sponsor and promo code Be Offended Radio. Do it.
Are you looking for more talk radio? You can find all of Season 1 of Be Offended and Season 2 of The Inappropriate Guys at BeOffendedRadio.com.
And we're back.
Hello again, Joe.
Hey,
so I have a story. I'm sure you read it, but if not, you'll be very interested in it.
Oh.
Did you hear about the encrypted phone that the phone app that the FBI made?
Well, what? Wait. They an app that's encryption for what? What are they encrypting?
Messages. So
like iMessage?
The FBI.
Okay.
And international law enforcement like agencies created an app for encrypted messages, and then they got like a criminal to start using it, and then now like it's spread amongst the criminal underworld, and now they've arrested people in like 18 countries.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like they created an app
so it's
for secure messaging. No, it wasn't entrapment. They were committing the crimes anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, the FBI and international law enforcement literally created an app, got all the criminals around the world
to use
to adapt it, and then they just waited until like they had all the evidence of all the crimes,
everybody, and then
they did there was a giant announcement in like simultaneously across 18 countries where they just arrested everyone at once.
Huh. In unrelated news, FetLife has gone down. Holy shit. That's
isn't that cool?
That makes me not want to sign up for anything. I don't think that's cool. I think that brings mistrust to the Apple what is it called? The App Store now?
Well, I don't know if they were using the App Store. It doesn't say if it was in the App Store.
Well, who else?
Not been Apple.
First of all,
yeah, but these guys usually have burner phones or something, so I'm sure they're not using it on their iPhone.
If you have a burner phone, you're using like a colon and slashes to make faces. If you're using a burner phone, there's no apps.
So let me give you some details.
Okay.
The app was called Anom.
Anon?
AN0M. Anom.
Okay.
It was hatched by American and Australian law enforcement officers over a couple of beers in 2018.
Wait a second, is this the Australian minute? I think this is counting as the Australian minute. Danger. Okay, so Australia created an app.
So undercover Australian agents would give phones with the Anom app pre-installed to certain high-level criminals who recommended the app to their associates. So there was undercover agents. They had the phones hey, look at this great app that we have. And then all the criminals were like, oh, this is awesome. And then they referred it to their friends.
Huh.
So they put literally, the phones could not make calls or send emails, but they could be obtained through the black market.
So then they were so they downloaded this app to to do, like, what was the app advertised as? Just like an
it
anonymous
was just
app, and
black,
that's it?
I guess it was like a black market, like Pirate Bay
So
kind of.
I get what they must have done. They must have like posted it where they hang out the most, and it was like one fake bad guy was like, "Hey, if you guys want to,"
wasn't
like,
posted. They handed him the phone, like, "Oh, look at this phone I got on the black market. It has this encrypted end-to-end app." So it wasn't like they want to install on their iPhone, but it was So then they just said, "Oh, this phone is great. Look at this app is great. Let's get all of our friends the app."
Yeah.
And then so they had access to 25 million encrypted messages in real time.
Wow, that's a lot of fucking
dick pics.
that's a lot of unsolicited porn and dick pics.
Yeah. So isn't that cool? I thought you'd get a kick out of that story.
I don't know it gives me trust issues with apps. I have trust issues.
Well, that's the whole. So you don't have an expectation of privacy when you do anything to a third party. Yes. This is actually a very important, valuable lesson for people that, like, if you were thinking like, oh, I'm going to email this crime or that I'm thinking about committing.
Wait, we're giving advice to criminals. I see.
Don't do it.
If you want to commit a crime,
we've talked about this, that I'm convinced, and in my head, I think, okay, if I wanted to murder somebody, how would I do it?
I can't even
get past my front door without being caught in the fucking ring.
Yes, exactly.
And it's just like, so you can't do it. Yeah. So then you just like, well, you know what? I really would love to murder, but I can't because I never get away with it. So basically, this is the same thing for every other crime. You can't use any technology and get away with crime.
You know what you can do?
Is what I'm saying.
You can
put on your VR goggles and just fantasize about crime.
No. You can throw a party with all of your friends. and do a mock murder, post the photos online, and then experience
someone
it.
Jealous.
Yes,
make the real murderers jealous. Yes. That'd be the next thing, to get
get them to all show up.
Yeah.
The murder party.
So here's the idea. We're gonna get rapists, right? So we're gonna stage a rape. Then we're gonna post pictures of it, and then we're gonna see who texts us. Be like, dude, next time you have a rape, invite me over. Be like,
There's so many. This is the Murder Minute. There's so many minutes in this episode.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it's you should not trust FetLife. No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
I'm off of
anything that goes on the internet, you have to be okay with everyone in the entire world knowing about.
Yeah. Well, it's like when I always say about taking a nude selfie, a dick pic, a vagina pic, whatever. Just assume that it's going to be okay for whoever to see it. And that's it.
Everyone in the entire world.
If you're going to keep it on your phone, that's cool. Just be okay with like your student parent teacher like conference to all of a sudden be like, by the way,
did you hear about the lawsuit against Apple for that?
What is going on? You have a lot of weird. You're worse
paid
than me recently.
Millions. They paid millions.
Not even gonna say it. Just keep going.
In a lawsuit.
Okay.
So she this and there's no picture. There's never a picture when someone has nudes stolen.
They need the proof.
I guess this hot woman had her phone was broken, so she sent it to Apple, the engineer downloaded all of her nudes and then like posted it to like Facebook as well. Yeah. So she sued and literally, since it was an Apple repair, I guess they were like authorized Apple repair.
Yeah.
So she was able to sue Apple, and they literally like gave her millions of dollars in a settlement.
That's great.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that.
That's what I'm saying, but that's the point of, like even your own. Okay, so it's on my phone. It's never even been sent to anybody.
Yeah.
But then now your phone goes in for repairs. And then now they open your pictures up to see if you have nudes on there. And now they share. They literally, not only did they steal and access her nudes, they somehow posted them to Facebook.
Jerked off in the corner with them.
No, they posted them to Facebook. So then everyone who knows her saw her nudes. So it wasn't like they just stole them, which I'm sure is happening every time.
That's weird because if you work for Apple, you know how everything can be traced back to you. So that's just really stupid on the employees.
Well, he was probably, which is why I always say, why is there never a picture of this person? Because I need to know.
Well, there was
the same thing. You're right. Unfortunately, I wasn't Facebook. But I need to know,
like, rando friending
how hot these pervert stories happen all the time. Where like
they might be really hot.
And I need to know like what level of hot where it just flips that pervert switch in their head.
Yeah.
And like yes, you work at Apple, so you have all the training, you're authorized, you know exactly. They know the phone is with you. You know it's posted at Facebook at the time the phone is in your possession. So they're gonna know, you know, like you're never gonna get away with this crime. You know, but you just have to see her nude, I guess. She's just so hot.
That hot.
That you just need, and I guess he was
boobs are that perfect.
He was just so frothy over it, I guess, that he must have, you know, maybe the share button, he was trying to text it to himself, or then he ended up hitting the Facebook, or, you know, like, I don't know how he shared it on Facebook. That seems like a blunder.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. But there must be just some level of like, I just need to see this woman naked.
Yeah.
And like,
well, I need to see this woman naked. Is that everybody else needs to see this woman naked? She is so hot that you're going to risk your life just to share the wealth.
Oh God. You know who needs to see this?
Everyone.
It's like, like an Independence Day or something, you know, like when he discovers the alien signal, so he just like drive to DC to like let the world know or something, you know, but it's like you discover these nudes and it's like, you know what? The world needs to see this.
I got to Snowden this shit.
In 2012, you know, when they discover that the Earth's core is heating up, you know, and they have to travel the world to tell everyone about it, but it's just this Apple repairman. It's this Apple repairman with nudes.
We have really deep cut references in our shows, by the way. If you're a listener for a while, you got to listen to some of the little deep cut references we do for pop culture, because they're actually quite genius, I must say myself.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So I got no segue for this, but okay. I gotta go to it.
Do we have an alarm or something that it can sound when we go to a story without a segue?
Yeah, I'll find something. Let's see here. We must have an auga. There we go.
We have to somehow.
No segue alert.
Okay. There you go. Good. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to not seamless transfer between stories. So if we can't seamlessly transfer, we have to warn just totally end the momentum by hitting the
just stop
no segue alert siren.
There you go. Well, you've been warned.
You've been warned. We do not know what story is coming here, people.
Yeah.
Make sure you're sitting down. If you're driving, pull over the side of the road, because we have no idea what story is about to come out of Joe's mouth.
This is great. So, Tim doesn't know how to use a Roomba. And unfortunately, I don't think you've learned yet. I think your Roomba is still, you still fear your Roomba falling down the stairs. Am I not right?
We do not use the Roomba.
Okay, so your Roomba is still
because it's my understanding you have to put up the little electric fence for it to prevent itself from falling down the stairs.
And you don't have that kind of time in your day.
Who has no? Yeah. I might as well vacuum myself. I'm going to put out the little electric fence.
So, unfortunately, I can't suggest these devices to you, because then obviously you wouldn't use the Roomba, so you certainly wouldn't use the iRobot lawnmower, which is
I don't have a lawn.
Exactly. Well, they don't know that. Maybe you have a lawn.
Do I sound like a man with a lawn?
No, you used every square inch of your space to be indoors. You're like, you know what I want? I want a bubble. If I had a lawn,
Joe, do you think I'd be ranting on the podcast, or standing on my lawn yelling at people walking by? Let's come on.
You know what? Fuck this topic. This is a better topic.
Clearly, I'm a lawnless man.
Lawnless man. You're because if you had a lawn, you'd be there saying, "Get off my lawn."
Yeah. Well, you hear that satisfaction of a man who goes out and looks at his lawn and just like nods, like,
"Yep,"
just like, "Yep, that's a lawn. Look at that." Coming inside, like, "Honey, do you see the lawn growing? Not a bald spot on there."
Well. You know what? You might be
putting pavers in and getting mad if like somebody walks in the driveway into like the front of the house. But I walk across the lawn, like, hey,
the neighbors' kids are blowing dandelion spores around. Fuck you!
I'm out there with a leaf blower, sending them back in their faces.
That's actually fucking hilarious. So they
none of these things has happened. So I clearly don't have a lawn.
Yeah. You don't have a lawn. Okay.
None of those stories. Have I ever told those stories on the podcast?
Yeah. So in your bubble tower, you don't have it. Do you have any? Because I know the front of your house.
We have planters.
Has literally like
planters,
concrete to wood to shingles.
No, it's just we have little planters, so I have like little bushes and like dune grass.
Yeah, but they're in like they're potted plants. There's nothing.
I'm saying. We have planters.
There's nothing. There's nothing that's coming from Mother Earth.
No.
There's nothing natural living.
I paid Paradise and put up a parking lot, Joe.
Great. That's another copyright infringement. Anyway, so this Roomba lawnmowers, I just got to thinking, well, wait a second. This is actually great because most of the time with the lawnmower, the thing that annoys me, speaking from being a podcaster / radio host / whatever the fuck we are, right? We have to have silence.
Salesman?
Yes. And smoothmyballs.com salesman. You have to have silence. And the most annoying thing when you need silence, you could maybe speak to this upon this is the first time I'm giving you the okay to talk about kids. When you want to keep your infant from
why would you do this to me, Joe?
From crying.
I'm in a soundproof room with noise canceling headphones on. Why would you remind me about that?
So
just pierces through me like I'm shaking now.
Tim's getting triggered.
Oh my God.
Okay, so like I need silence to do the show. You need silence to do the show. And one of the worst things is the timing of the neighbors doing their lawn. And it's like, because they have like only a couple of out-of-towners available to do the lawn.
The big town.
So when the
you gotta go really far to get some out-of-towners.
Yes. So when the out-of-towners come to do the lawn mowing, okay, there's only so many of them, so they kind of go like from either house to house, or whoever books it on what day.
Yeah, like 8:15, 8:20. They kind of roll through.
So it's an entire fucking day of lawn mowing from one end of the fucking block. They do like
your street, starting at 8 a.m.
And then it's the back neighbor's lawn.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever people book the fucking, out-of-towners to come over and trim your hedges, it's an all day or something.
Are we talking about smoothmyballs.com again?
Oh, they have a hedge trimmer. Save 15%.
Oh, there we go. By using promo code BeOffendedRadio.
Yes. This fucking show. So like that's
what it's to live in a neighborhood with no lawns, Joe. Not only do I not have a lawn, nobody has a lawn.
Okay, so you live in
the closest lawn is. I'm trying.
You must have very little out-of-towners where you live.
The closest lawn is probably 1 mile, maybe about 1 mile west, or maybe maybe like a half mile east. I would say I'm in a good square mile.
Out-of-towner free.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of middle
of an ocean. You're on an island in the middle of.
I'm in a sea of concrete, Joe. Yes, I'm nowhere. So I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so
I'm only woken up to the sound of crying babies. Never lawnmowers.
Never anything else. Well, I have to deal with the lawnmowers, and because everybody has a front lawn and a back lawn, and most have side lawns with bushes because that's what separates for privacy. If you don't have a big ass fence, there's days where from morning and noon and night, that's all you hear is just the cacophony of lawnmowers.
Oh, big word.
Yes.
Wow.
I went to college for a little bit. And now that they have these iRobot lawnmowers, I'm like, wait a second, this solves my problem. I want to start I want to get them as a sponsor us because I want all of my neighbors to have these iRobot lawnmowers because they can all
program them in the middle of the day or something
to do it at one fucking time. Because there's an optimal time since you don't own a lawn. There's actually an optimal time of day depending on where you live, from the sun and the moisture, from the morning dew and all this stuff of when you should cut the grass. Because if you don't cut it at a certain time, like the things happen. So set it for the optimal time. At one moment for an hour, you will hear the loudest roar of lawnmowers. But that'll be it.
That'll be over.
It'll be done. It'll be a half hour to an hour of just out-of-towners away from my town and just lawnmowers running autonomously and then silence.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear the product enough to have an opinion on how well it does, because that does seem like
it's the same.
It does
thing
seem
as
like
Roomba.
it'll put a lot of people out of work. So I don't know.
Which I'm also
landscaping
totally
is actually a very profitable business for the people who own the companies.
You know,
landscaping, because as you said, you do about 38 lawns a day.
Yeah.
And so each people are paying you $250 a month, and they're getting about 20 minutes worth of activity. So that's a very profitable business.
Well,
so,
in America, sometimes
I think you might
profit.
be. I think by teaming with iRobot, you might be running into like the landscaper racket. All of a sudden, you're gonna have like a horse head or something.
What?
Yeah,
landscaper.
Yeah, no,
they're not
like
unionized.
No,
they're not legalized.
That's what you find out. No, the guy who owns it, the people who own it.
Yeah,
like so you go into a space that no one ever thinks about, and the thing is, like the people who have that space. They're making a ton of money because no one's ever thought about it. So you come in now like, oh, I'm going to disrupt the lawnmower space. The next thing you know, like, you wake it up next to like, a bunch of clippings in the shape of a dead horse head in bed because like they're sending you a message because like, don't fuck with the landscaping business because like, yeah, the guy who owns the company makes like $250,000 a year. Like, yeah, dude, you can't fuck with that guy's profit. He's going to come break your kneecap. Yeah, you're gonna find your robot parts. All like, why did you teach me how to feel? As it's like, as it's like shooting out like Johnny Five oil pizza spots down your street. Yeah, okay. It'll be like an episode of The Simpsons. They're literally, you're gonna come by. You're going to have your iRobot out there, and you're going to come out, and there's going to be a landscaping truck driving away, and your iRobot's just going to be in pieces. And they're going to be like, we warned you, next time it's your legs. I'm telling you.
They're going to get drones and shoot them from above.
No, you're going to know it's them. They're going to come right in. They're going to bring their truck right in and then just smash it up and be like, next time it's your face. Yep. I'm telling you, don't mess with the landscaper.
Don't with the landscaper racket.
They've been doing, that's quite the racket they have, and they're not to be... we have not improved landscaping in about 70 years, and that's the way they like it because those landscapers are. Yep, I'm telling you.
See, one of the things I love about
because
our
you don't
show
think about it. That's what I'm saying.
Is most of the shit we say is never going to be what you think it's going to be. It's always off the rails some way.
I'm telling you, if you did that in your neighborhood. They would know. So the first day it would work, and the second week they'd all come in, and there'd be 35 smashed iRobot lawnmowers.
There's this phone number that I can call though to really eliminate that. So I don't know. I have the government on my side if I really wanted to. But I think this lawnmower solves my problems, not yours, obviously. I'm telling you, okay, you've been warned. You've been warned. You obviously don't watch enough Simpsons to know that every single thing that has like a huge profit margin just has this like secret underground cabal of people making sure that no one ever gets into their space. What the fuck?
Okay, we'll find out. Well, okay. If Joe gets disappeared,
yeah. If I get taken,
if all of a sudden, if Joe gets his toe shut up by an edger, well, all of a sudden they're trimming the hedges, and all of a sudden Joe loses a couple of fingers.
They have a lot of torture instruments. I know that.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna all the entire back of because they have the pickup truck, then they always have the trailer behind it. Yeah, that entire trailer might as well be a serial killer trailer.
And they're all rusty.
It's all just rusty. Yeah,
you like rusty instruments.
Yeah, I like to
torture.
know they're used. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're used.
No, every single and then they have the mulch, they have the lye, they have the shovels.
Your fertilizer.
Yeah, no, you're the fertilizer, Joe. Why do you think the lawns grow?
You know
so
what?
well?
That's a brilliant idea. If you're a mobster and you own. Okay, so maybe it isn't safe.
That's what I'm saying. The mob. How did it took you 20 minutes to say that? I said it's the owners.
It's why pig farms are so safe.
Yes, 100%. If you were that, they are a self-sustaining business because you literally they can murder you. They could put you in with all that clippings in the back of the truck. They bring your body. No one's looking. They're dumping the clippings. They dump your body right in. They bury it in with their own shovels. They have all the lye already right there. All the mulch
it's ready to go.
They come and you're done. Yep, you're done.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, people have tried to step in on
and
the
if the out of towners get caught, it doesn't matter. It doesn't come back to them.
They have wood chippers. They have wood chippers, Joe. You're gonna step in on. You're gonna mess with the business of people who have their own wood chippers. Are you crazy?
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not messing with the landscapes. That's why I got cement.
That's
I'm like, you know what? I'm not.
You don't want to get involved.
I don't need that. Yeah, nice lawn you got there. It's a shame if something happened to it. Next thing you know, you're paying protection money to the fucking local landscaper. You don't even hire him. You just make sure he doesn't come by and dump someone's body on your lawn.
Fucking hell.
Nope, not me. I was like all cement. I'm not messing with that landscaper racket.
Wow.
Nope, no way.
Yeah,
not me.
Well, I think that's all the time we have.
You're scared now. Joe's scared.
I'm running away, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Closing the shades.
We'll be back next week.